The man who killed Maricela Escobedo's daughter Ruby, her boyfriend Sergio, was still at large, despite having confessed to the police and others. What was going on in Mexico? What powers were at work that would allow crimes to be committed with impunity? This question, embedded in Maricela Escobedo's quest, struck a chord all across the country. The national media were now following her as she went from one city to the next, searching for her daughter's killer, until finally, after 6 months, she found him living 600 miles away from Ciudad Juarez.
He was in another city. He was in Fresnillo, Zacatecas.
Now the police had to arrest him. After all, Maricela had shamed them into action and then led them right to Sergio's door. So he was finally arrested and brought back to Juarez, where he confessed again.
At this point, we haven't found my sister's body. So when he got arrested, he took the police to the place where my sister's body was.
Later, Maricela and Juan, with news crews following them, returned to the place where Ruby's remains were discovered, next to a pigsty in a trash dump filled with animal remains.
Me and my mom, we went to the place where there were hundreds and hundreds of bones from different animals, looking for more parts of my sister's body.
You actually searched the area?
Yeah, we're only able to get 1/3 of her bones.
This time, Sergio wasn't allowed to go free. He was charged with aggravated homicide. Nearly 2 years after Ruby had disappeared, Sergio went on trial here at the state tribunal in Juarez. Finally, it seemed justice for Ruby was at hand.
Did you and your mother attend the trial?
Yes, we were there every single day.
The evidence that emerged in the trial seemed overwhelming. In addition to telling multiple people that he'd murdered Ruby, there was the fact that Sergio had shown police the spot where they found Ruby's remains. Then, as the trial drew to a close, there was this surprise, which appeared to confirm Sergio's guilt once and for all.
At the very last court, he asked for forgiveness to my mom for the things that he did.
That's Sergio with his back to us, in open court, making his plea to Maricela.
I know, Maricela, it's a great damage that no one can really repair. And like I said before, and I know you don't forgive me, but I ask for forgiveness, Maricela.
When we heard this, we thought that he was going to be,
found guilty.
Correct.
In Mexico, there are no jury trials. 3 judges handed down the verdict. And what those judges did horrified Ruby's family.
The tribunal unanimously absolves Sergio Rafael Barraza Bocanegra.
They acquitted Sergio. For Maricela, it was too much to bear.
I never felt so much frustration in my life that day. I believe that was one of my worst days in my life. I never saw my mom like that before. Never. Not even when we received notice that my sister was dead.
So this was almost harder for her to accept than the fact that your sister's remains were found.
She told me that for her, this judge, they killed my sister again. They murdered my sister again with this.
But the judges defended their decision, saying they had no choice because of the issues involving the admissibility of Sergio's confession and because the police investigation yielded no physical evidence. In her grief, Maricela still would not accept the injustice of justice in Juarez.
What did your mother say to you after Sergio was acquitted?
That she was not going to stop until this guy was in jail again.
She again took to the streets. Every day she marched 6 miles from the police department to the courthouse. She even turned to satire, mocking the justice system and the judges who'd acquitted Sergio. And she paraded through town wearing nothing but a photo of her daughter as an emblem of a mother's love and her hunger for justice.
I'm here, naked, covered only with the pain that these judges have caused me by taking away my daughter's right to justice.
She won the attention of the whole world because they were the ones, that would push the authorities to do something about what was going on.
But what was going on? How could a confessed murderer go free? You have to wonder if there were bigger forces at work here. As Maricela would find out as she hunted for him by herself again, Sergio would not just be protected by a broken legal system, but shielded by one of Mexico's most dangerous drug cartels.